One team who is ready to take on all comers and who sports a clean losing record going up against a team wanting to claw out from the bottom of the South Division standings will be the backdrop of our next game. As we continue our live coverage of Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. This is the fifth game for our sixth game offering today, and we are live here inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium in Cavite City. And for the game at hand, it is now between the Cavite City Solar Aces against the Bauan Cafe Uno in the 1600 division. Good afternoon, friends. Nico Rocher, along with my partner, Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, ganda ng first game na yun, no? We thought it's gonna be a blowout and things just changed. Actually, nung pinakita si Mayor sa screen, you know how things change, right?
Yeah.
Ibang klase motivation yun.
Yeah, I want to tell the fans of Cavite, the mayor was a factor in that run by the 18 and under team.
Yeah. And we will now be discussing in a bit yung team standings. Ano ba yung parang sitwasyon right now para sa dalawang koponan na to, yung Cavite City Aces Solar at sa Bauan Cafe? Well, yung sa Cavite City Solar Aces, they're currently 1-3, currently in the middle of a 3-game skid. So, which means that they're currently in the 10th in standings right now. For dito sa ating labanan, a lot, buti na lang, there's still a lot more games to expect.
Yeah, and it's really a matter of how these teams should actually perform. Again, to make it really simple, you win as many games as you can to avoid any complications coming into the playoffs.
Yes, and for Cavite City, they have a big task at hand against the Bauan Cafe, who are currently 2-0. Parehas lang sa ano nila, no? Yung 18 and under team. Speaks about the quality of play, the players, the coaches, and uniform talaga yung sistema na that they want to implement for the guys that they play in the team.
And very clear yung nagiging direction, and it's always one thing to be able to execute the same things for your teams.
Let's not talk about Cavite City. Kasabi ko lang kanina that they're 1-3, 10th in the standings in an 11-team yung mga participants. So they want to get out of the bottom of the hole. They want to start slowly. Hopefully get back in the middle of things after with a win, hopefully after this.
Yeah, and so when you talk about Bauan, they're really searching for their very first win. You know? They're a 2-game losing streak. They're 9th in the standings. They're down 15 in that last game that they lost. They were down 15 at the start. Came up with a 26-point output in the fourth quarter, but everything was just too late. Delatan was the guy that really scored a lot from them. 12-3, averages 14, 8-1 statistically, and the team really shot just a decent 39%. But more importantly, they didn't make any 3-point attempts in that game, and more importantly, them giving up 25 steals, which led to 34 turnovers and 33 points.
Yun nga, and they destroyed their last opponent, which is the Quezon Huskers. Are we gonna see the same thing here? Let's see, tingnan natin, considering that Cavite City is in their home court. We saw how the six-man, the crowd can change everything. But before that, let me turn you over to the third member of our panel, Flo De La Agua, to interview a very special person inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium. Flo, go ahead.
At patuloy pa rin ang patagisan ng Cavite City Aces Solar at Bauan Cafe Uno team. But before we begin this game, let us acknowledge the presence of the magnificent Mayor Denver Chua. Good afternoon po. Mayor, matanong ko lang po. Ayan, palakpakan para sa ating Mayor. Ayan, Mayor, matanong ko lang po. Fielding this Cavite team is a big deal. Sa nakikita nyo naman po, grabe ang suporta ng mga mamamayan from Cavite. Has this always been a part of your plan for the Cavite youth po?
Yes, actually ever since I became the mayor of Cavite City, it has always been my dream na maggawa ng isang basketball team that can compete nationally. So I'm very thankful din talaga kay Junior MPBL for making this dream a reality. Sa opportunity na binigay nila sa mga kabataan, especially dito sa Cavite City.
Maraming salamat, Mayor. At dahil na-mention nyo na po, any message po for our Junior MPBL fans?
Yes, of course, sa ating mga fans na nanonood ng Junior MPBL, let's continue supporting all the teams ng Junior MPBL and sa lahat ng mga nangangarap na makapaglaro dito. Sana ay keep on dreaming and keep on practicing para na sa ganon. Hopefully one day, sila naman yung mag-compete dito sa Junior MPBL.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for that message. At nako, extra special po ang inyong interview dahil balita ko, mamimigay po tayo ng Dorite Basketball from Sir Henry. Sinong gustong manalo ng basketball dyan? All right, let's start. Ayan, for the second one. Taas kamay, taas kamay. Let's go, Mayor! Maraming salamat. All right, now we will have the official ceremonial toss with Mayor Denver Chua and 2 players for each team.
Introducing the starters first from your Bauan Cafe Uno. At guard number 33, Jeremiah Gindop. At guard number 6, Charles Ulango. At forward number 4, Liam Asido. At forward number 8, Dylan Del Rio. And outsider number 7, Jorel Prieto. Head coach for the Bauan Cafe Uno 16 under Mr. Penny Lorega. And now let's meet the starters from your Cavite City Aces Solar 16 under. On guard number 5, John Ray Galarpe. On guard number 16, Vincent Pascual. Forward number 3, Ali Manik. On forward number 10, Christian Valerio. And outsider number 62, Andre Jimenez. Referees for today's match, Arnel Sanchez, Angelo Duro, and crew chief Ernesto Torres Jr. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Alright, we are here once again inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium. Kanina si Mayor may pa-basketball kanina, daming binigay. Ilang bola eh, mga 5 to 6. So, but just to give a small token for the people of Cavite City who are watching inside the Montano Hall. But a 3 for Bauan Dolor.
Well, quickly getting into the three-point battle here, itong Bauan. And obviously, yung 18 under counterparts nitong team na to won in the really tight match in the previous game.
It became tighter than expected.
Yep.
Layup for Cavite City. Di lang talaga yung bola na yun. Coach, now that we're here now in the first quarter between Cavite and Bauan, keys to the game. Start first with Cavite City and then for Bauan.
Well, I feel for Cavite City, it's really a matter of getting in CP Miranda and Travis Pascual. Those two are going to be key. As we see right there, the head coach, Coach Penny Lauriaga. It's actually his birthday today.
Oh, really? Happy birthday to Coach Penny.
Happy birthday, Coach Penny. He's the one who was slouched earlier. Could not believe maybe that turnover that he saw. But you know, again, CP3 Miranda's got to be in there, very active, and he got to be involved. Travis Pascual too. He's one of the young players coming out from that Pascual family, whose older brother Miko Pascual is already a champion in the UAAP, having played for the FEU Baby Tamaraws that won the championship last season. And Jero Lumage also, of course, going to be a vital piece para dito sa Bauan.
Alam ko si Lumage has
sa Cavite
brother.
rather,
Ay,
sa Cavite.
He has a brother sa 14 and under. May isa pang Lumage doon. So sabi ko parang familiar yung tunog. I know he has a brother there. I'm sure I can clarify that later. Anyway, ganda ng moves na yun. Sayang nga lang, tapakan niya out of bounds. Ay, no, 3 seconds daw.
3-second violation. And they have really flashy guards here. Speaking of Cavite. And I don't think I see CP Miranda on the bench as well. Even Travis is not there.
Parang wala si Miranda nga, no?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play. So that should be, not to say an advantage to Bauan, but you know, at least they don't have to guard a guy like CP Miranda. Of course, CP is the son of Coach Denok Miranda of the FEU Tamaraws.
I don't remember seeing CP as well last time, Coach. Yung the last time I covered him. Sana naman na pag ako niya cover, magpakita na siya ba? Iniiwasan ata ako. The joke lang to Coach Den. Okay, of course, si CP. I want to see you play. And of course, the people here inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium. A three-pointer there for Cavite City. And you can hear the crowd roar after that first shot. It's a long two. Since 2 points lang binigay.
And Galarp is really one of those guys that's very flashy para dito kay Coach for the Cavite City team. And you see right there, Go Aces Solar Galarpe, and boy.
May fan club si Galarpe. I think that whole section inside.
Yeah.
Ay, sa gitna, kay Galarpe lang. Call it the Galarpe corner.
Yep. Oh boy, he's got another steal though.
Ay, kita mo talaga, very hyped up. Not only in one side, pati sa kabila, Coach Mike. May mga pictures niya. Di ako sure kung Cavite legend ba itong si Galarpe early in his career, but I won't be surprised if they say like, oh, he scored like 90 points one game.
Well, look at the activity of Cavite City right now, able to go back defensively. And parang si Galarpe, he says, birthday pala ni Coach Penny. And he wants to spoil the birthday of Coach Penny.
They might try spoiling that for him.
Right.
Another steal for Cavite City. This is the start that they want.
Oh, wow.
They are mired in a 3-game losing streak, but this is how you respond to that. Naku, natawagan ng travel itong si Olango with San Pascual, the main reason why the turnover happened. 6-3 is your score of 5 minutes and 40 remaining in the first quarter. Bauan Cafe is undefeated 2-0 against the 1-3 Cavite City. They won their first game and have since lost their last 3. Galarpe for 3. Too strong but rebounded by the Aces Solar. And it should go back to them after a foul called on Bauan Cafe.
And boy, the energy of the gym really just spilling over here from the previous game. And you could feel the support of the locals of Cavite right now.
I think 50% supporting John Ray Galarpe.
Yeah.
For the time out on the floor. See you guys after this.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa Panginoon sa magandang araw na ito.
You are watching the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL live on Facebook, YouTube, Channel 98 The Signal. Nico Rocha here, Coach Mike Perez is my partner, and our courtside reporter Flo de la Agua bringing you this action live. Cavite City. So far, the momentum is with them, but Bauan Cafe getting that stop. Let's see if they convert that drive by number 4 of Cafe Uno. That is Liam Ray Acido, one of the key players to watch out for Cafe Uno.
Yeah, itong si Acido, I've seen him play before. He's a lengthy guy, got a good leap, can finish strongly out in the open floor, and marami pang pahihirapan itong si Acido when you talk about this kind of player.
And I think that's a foul on the floor, or would that be too... No, it is a pushing foul. 3 team fouls para sa Bauan Cafe. Looking like a deer in headlights so far. Not expecting this kind of energy. Able to recover, getting that steal. Acido again, once more. This is how he plays. This is how I saw him last time. Dire-derecho now giving them the lead.
Exactly. If you have somebody giving him that outlet, and it's always going to be an office for Acido. He loves working there on that area, open floor, and finishing with his 1-2 floaters and his finishes.
Liam Reacido has 14.5 averages, 14.5 points, 9 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game. But a foul there on the crowd favorite, Galarpe.
Definitely, Galarpe's got this crowd worked up right now. I mean, I guess the entire Galarpe clan is here in Cavite, nationwide.
Pati yung mga balikbayan pinauwi.
Mga OFWs, ano?
May game daw si John Ray. O tara, kunin natin yung kalahati ng gymnasium.
Yeah, and you see all those posters that you see being shown out there. High probability that's got Galarpe's name in there.
Galarpe's name and face. You can see his face there. I would try, if they win this game, might need to get that autograph on that photo kung meron silang extra.
And Galarpe is that type of player. You see him on the screen right now, who normally would be a very famous in the local area. The way that he plays, a lot of it very street ball-like.
Yun, very street ball-like. He plays to the crowd, flashy player. But you know, he still sticks within the system. That's why he's here in this team. Drive para sa Bauan Cafe, countering the points that Galarpe is pulling up for Cavite City with a layup of their own. 9-8. Balikan tayo dito. Seesaw battle between the two teams. 9-8 is our score. 3 minutes and 18. Santos, 4-3, too strong. Hits the board. Recovered by Bauan Cafe. Getting crafty with it. Natawagan ng traveling.
I thought you said getting jiggy with it.
Getting jiggy with it. Ano kasi, naging traveling. Pwede sanang getting jiggy with it kung pumasok lang. But first, let's give this to Flo de la Agua for a report. Flo, go ahead.
Bahagyang updates mula sa Cavite City Aces Solar, nabanggit ni team manager Ren Manzon na si Galarpe, who suffered a minor sprain in their previous game, was able to practice yesterday. And although we can see him playing in the court now, they are still monitoring the star player's health. Nico and Coach Mike, talaga namang kailangan ng presence ni Galarpe ngayon dahil according to their head coach Joel Gragasin ay wala ang kanilang centers na sina Tulin at Pasinos for today's game. What say you, Nico and Coach Mike?
Ang masasabi ko lang, may injury pa yun sa nakikita natin kanina.
Una-una, hindi halata.
Unang-una, hindi halata.
Halata yung injury na yun ni Galarpe. Pangalawa, akala ko magigetting jiggy with it si Flo eh.
Yung parang may Kevin Durant shake siya.
Yeah,
Dati si Diaz ba yun?
Yeah, si Jamal Diaz.
Si Jamal.
Yeah. You remember Jamal, we talked about him. And I mean, much has been said about this guy, and we don't want to over communicate it, but he's really got that X factor. And his dad, Jeff Diaz, is also developing the younger Diaz in the hopes of making him Jamal Diaz 2.0.
I think we had the whole spiel for 1 quarter just
Oh
raving
yeah,
about Jamal Diaz.
It's just him all together
Yes.
because he was the only one doing all the stuff.
That was, I think, 1 quarter. I think in the 3rd quarter, and we keep saying Jamal Diaz, Jamal Diaz.
Yeah.
Para tayong sirang record,
Yeah.
broken record when it comes to talking about him.
And so in the absence of CP Miranda, medyo magandang tingnan tong matchup ni Galarpe at saka ni Jamal.
Although Jamal Diaz looks, his body looks more developed than
Oh,
kay
yeah.
Galarpe.
Yeah.
In terms of where they are right now in the
Right.
age group.
Well, primarily because I think si Jamal's already in the varsity team of Perpetual. Not so sure if Galarpe is involved in any school program right
We can
now.
clarify that later.
Yeah, we
Why
could.
not?
Maybe we could.
Galarpe calling the shots, getting blitz at the top of the key, and a
So that's
foul.
gonna be a foul. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good call by the ref. Almasan had no business getting that other hand to impede the attempt of Galarpe to recover that loose ball.
9-8 is our score, and Galarpe once again to the line. All 8 points of Cavite is courtesy of that guy you see on your screens.
Yep.
It's Galarpe versus Bauan, Coach Mike.
Oh yeah.
It's not,
But yung crowd is gonna could play a factor later on, as it did in that game.
Coach, now that Flo mentioned that he had an ankle injury, ngayon lang ako tumingin sa ankle niya, meron siyang
Meron
ankle
siyang
brace.
ankle brace, right?
And it's the thick one. Yan yung mga mamahal na ankle brace eh.
Yeah.
Not just any other ankle brace. Bauan. Drive. And it's good. No one from Cavite City right there. They were a bit lackadaisical in that possession.
Yeah, that's 3 versus 1.
Oh.
It was all really just Bauan right there. And Galarpe's team's now down 1 point.
Ganda ng head fake ni Galarpe behind the back pass to Valerio. Sayang yung highlight play na yun. That could have been the move of the game.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of one guy that we used to play. I can't recall that name. He's got that behind the back left and right, and that swag as he brings that ball down. That level of confidence to what he can do on the court.
Are you talking about the junior MPBL player, Coach Mike, or a pro player?
No, not really. It's somebody that I played for played against back in the day. So that was pretty long time ago.
Mga 5 years ago lang naman, Coach
Oh
Mike.
yeah, maybe.
Jamal Diaz.
Did you just say 5 decades ago?
No, I said 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take
5
that.
years ago. Ano yan? Everything I said is live and can be, pwede balikan yan.
It's documented.
It's documented. Can't lie in television.
Almost still there. Well, ito, we expect na medyo close pa tong game na to, but later on, there's a lot of energy with these young guys, and I'm sure that these guys are going to come back with a whirlwind of a second half.
The question is here, who's going to help Galarpe, right? All of the points are with him. He's trying to facilitate as well. No good. All 10 points still with John Ray. And Diaz getting the hit, but no problem. Says Almazan, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, and they also do not have a Dolan. He's a big guy that can actually defend inside the paint. And, to think that he's playing in the 16 under, magugulat ka talaga na ganun katangkad yung mga players na yun.
Ito si Galarpe on his way to a 40-piece if he continues this kind of production para sa Cavite City. 14 points for Bauan, 12 for Cavite City, or should I say, John Ray Galarpe. That's the end of the first quarter. See you guys in the second. Let's take a look here at the move of the game before the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Atlantis 88.
Yeah, actually, finish na dun si Dunes. But sabi niya, sige na, Jamal, ikaw na tumapos nito. Total, ikaw naman yung pinag-uusapan nila.
Unselfish play.
Right.
Alam na alam na si Jamal Diaz na naman pag-uusapan. Bigyan na sa'yo.
Yeah.
And once again, Jamal Diaz right on cue. Ooh! Paano lang yung layup. Too much sauce in that one. And the runner, which is a harder shot, was the one that went in. 16-12 now is their score.
A really close game here so far.
Nico Rocha here, Coach Mike Perez and Flo de la Agua. Your panel for the afternoon games here inside the Montano Hall in Cavite City.
Yeah, nowhere getting past that defense right there. And Prieto just waited for that ball to go up. Had the right thing in mind, get into contact, but as he went up, masyadong mahaba lang si Prieto, still inabot yung shot niya.
Mabini.
Oh,
Basang-basa ng Cafe Uno yun. And that is how they start their runs. They put up a lot of steals. They keep you out of your game, and next thing you know, you're down by 10.
And Cafe Uno, parang track and field team dito. Ginawa ko dito tumakbo eh. I mean, in the absence of Galarpe, this is just very pedestrian team, itong Cavite. There's still no other guy that has scored for Cavite outside Galarpe. Yeah, but I think this is what, a 6-0. Is it? I think it's a 4-0 run here. Start the quarter.
Actually, Coach, tama ka, 6-0 run entering this second quarter. And si Galarpe getting fouled. He was bringing down the ball. We are 8 minutes and 15 remaining. Kakapasok pa lang naman natin dito sa second quarter. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. Bauan Cafe. Actually, medyo aggressive yung drive na yun.
Yep. I think that the timing was a little bit off because that guy who was going up, that's Mendoza. He had to clear that area first before mag-drive sana dun was it sa San Vicente?
San Pascual?
San Pascual. Yeah, San Vicente, yeah. San Pascual, right?
Yeah.
San Pascual. Sorry.
Alam yan, Coach.
I was thinking of that place in San Pedro.
Si San Vicente.
San Vicente.
Ay, ikaw kasi yun nandun kanina So may Freudian slip din And Coach, heading to the second quarter, what did you notice with Bauan and Cavite City? Please give us a run-through.
Well, but it was actually a +7 attempts para dito sa Cavite City. But then again, the conversion is so much better for Bauan. They got 56% of those shots going in. But Cavite's 0 out of 5 from the three-point region and rebounds. It's expected it's going to go Bauan's side. They're a +2 and a +3 in assists. So even the points in the paint, they're +8. And primarily because of the fast breaks, a lot of the leak outs from Acido, from Jamal Diaz. And so similar to how their 18 and under counterparts did, they got to be able to go back and defend transition.
Those are the keys of the game, courtesy of Coach Mike Perez. And si Galarpe able to get that foul, and his teammates still not able to convert from the free throw line. It's 20-12 is our score. Who's gonna help John Ray? Okay, timeout called by Cavite City, wanting to talk things over. See you guys after this.
Nais kong pasalamatan ang ating Panginoon sa binigay niyang lakas na pangatawan natin at itong biyaya, pagkakataon na makapaglaro tayo ng basketball. Maraming salamat sa ating...
Yeah, and welcome back. We want to say a very special happy birthday to that guy right there, Coach Penny Laureaga. I mean, it's your birthday. You normally would spend it with family, but since ball is life, your family's got to be your basketball team. So, happy birthday to you, Coach Penny, and enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully, you come on with a win. And hopefully, Galarpe does not spoil your birthday.
It's the Galarpe show so far, but Bauan Cafe has a 6-point lead, Coach Mike. So okay lang.
Yeah.
So far, masaya pa naman si Coach Penny.
Steady lang, no? And si Coach Penny, alam ko, he's very generous, no? So, since birthday niya, he normally treats out his players.
Ayan. Saan kaya sila mamaya, no?
And the panel and the production team.
Ay, oo. Yung panel din, pakisama. Kailangan isama yung panel. Lalo na si Direk, kailangan bigyan ng ng lechon. Para mawala yung pagod after a long day.
Kanina si Derek, we were here because I've been here since the first game. We were here roughly about 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I love the coffee that he brought to the game.
Anong coffee to? Is it?
Best you ask him. I love that coffee, but I love my coffee better. Derek, I know you understand what I'm saying and you can hear me. We love your coffee, Derek.
Oy, Direk, wala ako nakuha ganyan kanina. I need later in the halftime break kung pwede ako bigyan. But Jamal Diaz just stealing the cookies of Cavite City.
Yeah, those cookies would be good with the coffee that I brought too.
Oh, hindi ako makirelate. Kailangan natin ng kape dito. Especially a rainy afternoon here inside.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
The weather's been just cold and it's like your sinangag days, no? Sinangag and tuyo days.
Nalalaman ng mga viewers ano yung mga cravings natin, no, Coach Mark? Nandito lang po kami sa Montano Hall. Pwede pa mag-grab.
Pwede magpadala.
Oo, pwede. Kung gusto nyo pang party tray, pwede naman i-share namin dito sa buong table. 23-14 and Bauan Cafe still in an onslaught. Actually, Coach San Pascual already has 2 points. Finally, someone outside John Ray Galarpe who is playing already 13 minutes, actually not 13, 14 minutes and counting. Bugbog katawan ito.
Yep, and itong si Prieto he's already got 1 point this game. He's been playing for almost 8 minutes already. He's got a block to his name to go with 3 rebounds. And mahaba itong si Prieto. No? So, and you like players na ganun kahaba, so able to run up and down the floor.
And Prieto missing both free throws. But despite that, kitang-kita talaga yung size difference ng Bauan Cafe Uno, no, Coach Mike? Compared to the players that we have seen so far sa 1800 and 1600 division ng Cavite City.
Yep. And clearly may advantage dito some sort at this point itong Bauan because of the players that they have on the floor. But you know, if the Cavite City has Dolan and Travis Pascual together with CP, that changes the dynamics altogether.
Grabe yung move ni Jamal Diaz. You thought that he was go for the basket quickly, thought about what's gonna happen, made the pass. That's a high IQ basketball player, Jamal Diaz.
Yeah, he's very unselfish. He tries to find guys that are least guarded and make them finish it.
Jamal Cedric Diaz, everybody, averages 22.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5 assists per game in 31 minutes of action. And with those averages, you can bet that he's unpredictable.
Oh, yeah. Tsaka, you know, he knows when to contribute points. He knows when they need him to facilitate. You know, he's just that kind of player.
Hindi ko pa ata nakikita na papagalitan ito si Jamal Diaz, no, Coach Mike.
Oo nga. Ewan ko lang kung si Jeff. Yung dad niya.
Si Daddy Jeff Diaz.
Si Daddy Jeff Diaz.
Of course, our fathers want us to be the best player that we can be, right? Almost a turnover. Natatamaan na naman yung electric fan. Remember that, Coach? Actually, hindi kayo kasama ko nun, Coach Mike. Kasi Coach Melo yung kasama ko nun, tamaan yung electric fan. Tumalsik yung...
Yung mga blades?
Hindi yung blade, yung cover ng fan.
Okay.
Tapos yung blade naipit dun sa pader, kaya tumigil sa kaikot. Pero nung hinila nila, paikot-ikot pa rin yung blade. So medyo ingat-ingat sila sa paghawak eh. Pero kita mo dito yung the collision that happened.
Oh, wow.
Electric fan na yun, kawawa na yung mga electric fan. Pero of course, kawawa rin naman si Galarpe. Bugbog na yung katawan. He's playing for the entirety of this game. Has not sat down yet.
And Coach Penny, for his birthday, is getting an unsportsmanlike foul.
I wonder what...
Did I hear that correctly?
Anspo ba? Or it's 2 free throws in possession pa.
Yeah, I think it is.
Nabigyan pa ng birthday na Anspo. Galarpe once more at the line. I don't think he has missed a free throw, Coach Mike.
I'm not sure who that Anspo was, but I did hear something about technical. We got to clear that out.
I wonder what the technical is. Kasi dalawa eh,
Yeah.
2 free throws. Not sure kung 2 technicals that piled over. Is it an Anspo? Not sure. Did he say something? Galarpe 2 for 2 at the line. He now has 16 points. Sorry, 14. 14 points and 5 rebounds for John Ray. A rare turnover there by Bauan Dolor. Bauan Cafe Uno.
Yeah, and for all you know, itong si Galarpe is actually grabbing this opportunity to be able to show off his skills without CP Miranda.
Let's turn it over first to Flo De La Ago for her report.
Pasilip na impormasyon naman about the Bauan Batangas team. Their team captain Dylan Del Rio mentioned that one of their weaknesses in their last game is their rebound department. Kaya naman in their last training, tinutukan daw nila ang kanilang box-out skills. Interesting story for our viewers. Teammates na daw for a year ang koponan ng Bauan 16 under sa mga local leagues. Kaya naman they feel honored to have reached Junior MPBL together. Nico and Coach Mike, your comments on this?
And that's the advantage that we were looking for. Bakit sobrang galing ng Bauan Cafe? That 1-year chemistry, 1 year to work things over, and that proved to be a key difference. That's why they're currently undefeated.
Right, and chemistry is gonna be a factor here. Lalo na kung medyo matagal na sila magkasama. This actually formed from last year, and Coach Henry Montemayor was actually the head of forming these teams. And if you know Coach Henry's been very active in the town of, in the barangay of Tunasan in Muntinlupa, orchestrating what he calls Tunasan Hoop Kings, which is an annual league that handles the inter-barangay in that area. And so a lot of the kids are really benefiting from that basketball program of Coach Henry Montemayor.
Tawagan ng holding foul dito ang Cavite City. And going back to Bauan, even though this is a mix of Perpetual and DLSZ, it looks like they're coming from one school with the way they play, with the way they're finding one another.
Yep. Boy, this is pretty close here. Considering na wala si Dolin, wala si CP Miranda, you don't have Travis Pascual. This is pretty close.
Cavite City, back-to-back fouls. They have one. Actually, after the next foul that Cavite City commits, it's going to be free throws for Cafe Uno. To inbound here is number 11. That is Jillian Quinez. Averages 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists per game. Another star player para sa Bauan.
Yeah, and si Quinez has got a good lift as we see right there on his shot attempt. Got good range, decent perimeter shots. Loves to probe as he drives and attacks. Laki ng upside nitong batang to.
Look at Santos helping out in the scoring department. Kian Santos only averages 3 per game. We prayed that this could be a breakout for him, but a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Big boy moves only you can get if you work on your strength and conditioning, athletic training, if you want to elevate your game at makondisyon for leagues like this. Go to your nearest Pound for Pound Fitness. If you're around the area, alam ko meron dito across the street from Montano Hall, my Pound for Pound Fitness na store.
Yeah, and itong Quinez and Acido connection really very potent here.
Nakakatakot tong Bauan Dolor nito. May Jamal Diaz na nga, may Quinez, may Acido. They are loaded. Great, well, supposed to be a great feed, but well read by Quinez. The drive, it looks like Acido. Kulang lang ng konting English dun sa lefty layup niya. And that's a foul on Cavite City, which means Bauan will now head to the line for 2 free throws. Let's take a look here one more time at what happened. Tinulak. Actually, foul ni it's the foul of Jamal Diaz, si San Pascual. Getting that push off from Jamal. With the referee seeing what happened right there. Cavite City is down by 9 with Vincent Pascual. Shoot 2 freebies, cuts the lead of Bauan to 8. Ito si Vincent Pascual, one of the secondary scorers para sa Aces Solar with 12.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2 assists. A tall guard para sa Cavite City. Gets his own miss. Almost the 2 points. Diaz with a spin move.
Wow.
Breaking the press on his own. Jamal the feed. And a power move to cap everything off. Brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness part of the Junior MPBL.
He got past 5 defenders right there, toyed with everyone until he saw Asido underneath. And if you're Asido, that's the only thing you gotta do. You gotta finish that.
Pasok mo na lang, sabi niya.
Oh, yeah. 5 defenders yung nilampasan niya eh.
98% of the work started with Jamal Diaz. It started from the other end of the court, breaking down 2-3 defenders. Everybody's looking at him. They forgot that Asido's right there waiting for that layup. Last 2 minutes here in the second quarter. And a turnover by Cavite City. When it looked like they were already down by 8 with the momentum slowly swinging to their side, Bauan had other plans, mainly Jamal Diaz, who wants to have no problems heading into the halftime break.
But this is not a safe lead here for Bauan. Understanding that Cavite City with Galarpe in there. Oh, what a pass!
No look pass. Nainis na si Jamal. He knew that he was supposed to make that. And his teammates knew, they were smiling that I missed out on that one. I'm sorry.
I almost fell on my seat.
Grabe, no? Yung pasa. It was almost there.
Yeah.
That could have sucked the life out of this gym if that went in. We get another steal. Itong Bauan, they already have 5 steals to the 3 of Cavite City. But the turnovers, though, yun yung pumapatay sa kanila ngayon, which is limiting them from bringing this lead even further. It could have been bigger.
Yeah, the turnovers really hurting them. A lot of opportunities out in the open floor. When you talk about turnovers, they roughly have 10 turnovers versus that of 8. They're +2 on turnovers versus Cavite.
Well, for Bauan, even though that they've been committing turnovers and silly fouls just like that, the percentage, coach, the field goal percentage, 51% to 24 of Cavite City.
Yeah, napakalayo niyan. And even the bench points, Cafe Uno getting a +10 in bench points. And that's going to be a foul right there on Quinez, clearly. Fast break points, huge disparity. 14 against 2, that's a +12. And that's ran from, you know, the first quarter. Or since the first quarter, though.
Yeah, since the first quarter. The bench points of Bauan is also contributing, outscoring the 2 points only of Cavite City. Another steal. Jamal Diaz is right there. Let's see what the magician can do. The bump to hit. A power move brought to you by Pound. Let's see what's the verdict here. Is it an end one? Is it an offensive foul?
Oh, no, I think Galarpe went out
Yeah, he
immediately.
had to sit down.
Yeah,
But
to
I
sit
think
down.
power move, Coach Mike?
Yeah,
Pound for Pound
power
Fitness.
move.
Official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. And the extra trainings these kids do. I think did he aggravate his ankle? That is a bad look.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come back now.
Hindi na
There's
pipilitin.
high probability that he's not.
You know, the health of a player
Yeah.
matters more than any other game.
You put a premium on that over winning games because you still have other chances. Still can get over that shimmy of Jamal Diaz.
And coach, ang maganda dyan, marami pa tayo makikitang shimmy from Jamal Diaz. These kids won't let up. Kahit 20-point lead pa yan, they will try to... And 41.9 seconds remaining. 36-22 is our score. Timeout on the floor. take a look here at the replay. Ano ba nangyari kay Galarpe kanina? Oh,
yeah.
ano, parang bumigay lang ankle niya, no?
Yeah, actually parang non-contact nga, you know. Look, I see that again by himself. Did he land on the foot?
Hindi.
No, hindi. Siya lang
Yun,
mag-isa eh.
yun coach. So pagka-land niya, he took an extra step and then I think just bumigay lang.
Yeah.
Just a weak ankle. How can we blame him, right? He's doing the majority of the load here.
Yeah. Literally carrying that load.
Literally yun. Anyway, we got 36 seconds remaining here. Jamal Diaz. He is a flashy player. Especially when he's enjoying the game. Kitang-kita mo. You can't do that if you're too caught up in the game. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. He's actually not a showboat. He's really just a showman, you know. He wants to be able to do these things and hindi naman siya nagyayabang. No?
He's just a showman. Iba yung nagyayabang. We would know if a player is taunting.
Yeah. And he's one of the more humble players that we know here.
That's just a guy who loves to play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Kitang-kita mo the joy with how he plays. He's playing within the system. And hindi mo magagawa yun pag di mo kapayang sistema eh. Kasi mag-overthink ka, di ba?
Correct.
And that's why, Bauan Dolor, if your floor general is like Jamal Diaz, you gotta enjoy this 13-point lead.
Yep.
14 seconds. Aggressive drive para sa Cavite City. They need that. Wala na kasi si Galarpe. That is by Christian Valerio, finally waking up from his slumber. But Jamal Diaz says no. Palitan ng, hindi lang umabot yon. Sayang, but that's a 13-point lead para sa Bauan Cafe Uno Batangas. 39-26 against Cavite City Aces Solar. 1600 division, Nico Rocha here, Coach Mike Perez. But before that, the Atlantis 88 move of the game for Cavite City. Ito yung kakatapos lang by Christian Valerio. Finishing through the defense and slicing his way to cut the lead back to 11, but it's back to 13.
This high-quality basketball action between the Cavite Aces Solar and Bauan Cafe Uno is brought to you by Atlantis 88, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season. Counting current events muna para sa ating halftime interview. Kasama ko nga si Assistant Coach Ranzed Miranda ng Cavite and Head Coach Penny Lauriaga ng Bauan Batangas. Unahin ko na po kayo, Coach Ranzed. Given the bad weather lately, I'm sure na-experience nyo rin po yan on the way to the venue. How did you manage to keep your trainings and your programs together despite this calamity?
Good thing na meron kaming ganitong facility kung saan nakakapag-practice kami. Tapos yung commitment ng mga bata, kahit talagang masama yung panahon, talagang committed sila na mag-practice, kaya nakakapag-practice naman kami. Yeah.
Maraming salamat, Coach. Baka may gusto po kayong i-greet or pasalamatan.
Unang-una yung mga sponsors namin, Aces Solar, Alpha Sports, then Udels, Daily Essentials, and syempre kay Mayor Denver Chua.
Thank you so much, Coach Ranchad. At kayo naman po, Head Coach Penny, malapit po sa dagat ang inyong hometown. Tanong ko lang po, naging challenge po ba ang bagyo na ito sa inyong team? At kung naging challenge po, paano niyo po ito nalagpasan?
Well, naging challenge talaga kasi una-una may bagyo. Yung mga bata, naging unconditional yung katawan. Kasi yung iba nagkasakit, yung iba hindi na pa-line up ngayon dahil nga nagkasakit. Then yung sa court, ayun, naging challenge. Minsan, hindi kami nakakagamit ng court, kaya naging tough tong week ito para sa amin.
Maraming salamat, Coach. At balita ko po, birthday niyo po ngayon. Kaya naman, happy birthday po. Meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan at batiin?
Pinapasalamatan ko yung family ko, yung wife ko nandyan, yung anak ko. And yung mga sponsors namin, JY, Bodega Avenue, Kronos, Johans, Arp, Seashore, ICID, pati si Mayor, nandyan din si Mayor. Yun lang, maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Coach Penny and Coach Rancid, and we are grateful for the safety of our teams, and we extend this to all our basketball fans. We hope you are unharmed by this calamity, at para sa mga aksyon ng second half, magbabalik po ang Junior MPBL.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa Panginoon sa magandang araw na ito.
Please, mag-ingay, Montano Hall! Buhay pa ba kayo? Let's go! Ayan, medyo na-dismaya. Don't worry because this game will really excite you. Meron nga ako ditong 10 participants. Kaway tayo ulit pag narinig nyo yung pangalan. Nasaan si Aaron? Kayo po? Andito si Darcy, M, Matthew, Albert, Jason, James, Verhel, Macriel, and of course, Jimson. Alright, so full mechanics po ulit. Kung sino po ang unang makashoot from the half court ay mananalo ng brand new smartphone from Junior MPBL. So, wag na nating patagalin pa. Let's start this game. Almost there, alright. Malapit-lapit na yon. Babawi itong isa. Another one. Okay, we are down to our last 5 participants. Last 3. May shooting form pa talaga. Last one for Jimson. Oh no, unfortunately we don't have a winner yet. Pero patuloy lang po ang inyong pag-iingay dito sa Montano Hall at baka kayo na po ang next na winner. For the actions of second half, magbabalik po kami.
Welcome to the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Let's take a look here at some of the first half highlights. Coach Mike.
Well, it really was that show from that guy. And it's really been all him scoring, what, 14 points in the first quarter until he went down on injuries.
Yeah, and yun nga, no? 14 points. Then, nakita natin there was a landing a while ago. He didn't land on the foot, but when he took that extra step, it bumigay na talaga.
And Galarp has really been that guy that brought that team on his shoulders. Literally, we were talking about earlier. But him going down, somebody's got to step up.
The crowd support has always been unreal here inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium as they try to support their 16 and under division Cavite City Aces Solar going up against the undefeated Bauan Cafe Uno Batang Angas, who currently sport a 2-0 record.
And there you see the fans supporting their respective teams.
It's still posters of John Ray that we're seeing right now. Kung hindi poster ni Mayor, it's the poster of John Ray.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't see him right now on the court. And call for traveling itong Bauan Cafe.
I like how the referees are calling the games today. They're pretty spot on, right? I
also like how they're composed, Coach Mike.
Right.
When when things get a bit heated, diba? Of
Yeah.
course, you want to defend your boys, the coaching staff, and they stay. And look at that, they try to separate collisions, any possible actions that might escalate even further.
Yep. See this battle here underneath. Two guys really just battling it out for the ball. Good call by the ref. That's going to be a held ball, and possession points to Cavite, and so just go their way. Me and Jaime were talking about this earlier. How we love that rule of just possession arrows, alternating possessions.
Maganda nga, di ba?
Kasi sa jump ball na, di ba?
Kung masutang ka, talo ka na agad eh.
Oh, yeah.
But ngayon, yung possession arrow is now pointing to Bauan Cafe Uno for the first 2 points of this game.
Well,
the third quarter, rather.
But look at this. Galarp is back on the floor.
Galarp is on the floor.
To our
Kanina,
surprise.
akala natin wala na eh.
Yeah.
But it's something worth to monitor. Can he move the same?
Galing.
Not much lift right there, but
Yeah.
he's getting hounded. The respect he gets from Bauan. The feed. Tawagan ng foul dun. Bauan Cafe.
Yeah, that move by Galarpe only goes to show you that physical ability is not going to limit you so long as you have that basketball IQ. He didn't have enough lift. He didn't have enough run. As you see, the people here watching from the end line, that's the entrance going into the Montano Hall. And just a lot of people here right now watching basketball. And this city of Cavite has really welcomed us with open arms and just a warm basketball atmosphere here.
Agree there, Coach Mike. In Cavite City, di talaga nakukulang pagdating sa suporta, especially for their basketball teams here. 41 to 30. Ayun, naging 31. 41 to 28. A lot of fouls right now being called. Actually, the first two.
Yeah, and the security officers too out there to try and keep everything in order.
The hardworking men of the PNP.
Ang naggagandahang lalaking mga policeman ng Cavite City.
Mapapagkamalang model ating tatlong yan.
Oo nga.
Pull-up jump shot. No good. And a scramble for the ball. Just getting tripped there. No foul
no
was
fouls.
committed. Larpe finding a teammate trying to evade there, but he got hit as he went up.
You just have to admire the heart of itong si Galarpe. Physically being constrained by that injury on his leg, but definitely that mental aspect still staying in there and giving opportunities for guys who's running the floor.
And si Galarpe is a guard with 7 rebounds right now. And he's one of the smallest guys, if not the smallest. You can see the fight in him.
Yep.
It's just proof that rebounding, it's 90% effort.
Correct. And maganda dito, since he's got to rest that injury once school starts. We're heading into just weekend games because these young kids, while we want to see them play the game of basketball, they are primarily students, right?
Students comes first before being an athlete.
Yeah, always students come first.
7 minutes and 40 remaining. Inch by inch, nakakahabol itong Cavite City, but it's still a big lead. 12 points that you see on your screens right now. Sorry, 11. Oh, yeah, tama nga, 12. Nag-change bigla.
Yeah, and talagang yun naman ang plan eh. If you're short on manpower, the ploy is to, keep yourself within striking distance of your opponent and then deliver that one big effort in the final quarter. Who knows, a haymaker might win it for you.
That's the right word, a haymaker. Will it come in the form of threes? Will it come in the form of end ones? We have yet to see. And Bauan Cafe, they are a model of efficiency heading into this game, or at least heading into the second half. 54% from the field to 26% of Cavite, 33% from 3, 40. Actually, sa free throw area lang talaga sila nagkulang, Coach Mike. But since they are getting majority of the rebounds, a lot of stops, everything's pointing towards their way. Look at that push shot by Jamal Diaz.
Well, two things. He knew that Galarpe is not going to block that.
He is not gonna, but he will not attempt. to block that.
Yeah, almost just token defense there. Didn't even challenge that shot. He just stood right in front of Jamal as he went for that push shot.
Foul on Bauan right there. Oh, I thought they were gonna show that's a highlight-worthy play yung ginawa ni Jamal Diaz kanina. Pang Atlantis 88 move of the game to eh. Look at that. Bigla na lang bumitaw yung left arm eh.
Yeah.
Kala mo siyang pull-up jump shot eh. Sabi niya, hindi. Hiwalayin ko muna.
Yeah. Parang it almost looks like he's trying to balance himself when he does that push shot. Wonder what would have happened if he didn't have that left arm extended.
Baka sumobra sa board, Coach Mike. Sabi niya, wait, masyado
Walang
malakas.
balance. Walang balance.
You know, Jamal Diaz, that shot, at least that shot, reminds me of Miggy Corteza of CSB. Because Miggy Corteza loves to shoot those
floaters.
It doesn't matter kung he's inside the paint or kung long two. If he could, he would try that shot.
Yeah. I've seen that too from Miggy.
Yeah, especially sa Fail Oil, di ba, na-cover mo na rin CSB coach. Miggy Corteza definitely has that in his bag. And of course, Jamal Diaz at such an early age, at 16 years old. Is it 2 free throws or no? It is 2 free throws being awarded to Bauan. 13-point lead for them. Hindi pa rin nakakalayo, but Cavite City not helping themselves out.
Yeah, Penacido so far has got 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Still a shade below his normal average of 49 and 3. But he's on his way. And there's no stopping this guy, lalo na out in the open floor.
Ang maganda, Coach, they still have 15 minutes to play, right? That means si Sido could easily reach those numbers. If, just given the playing minutes, he's gonna get that.
Well, not unless the Solar Aces have something to say about Asido getting those numbers.
For sure, Asido is a marked man from here on out.
And majority of these coaches from Bauan really coming from the De La Salle Sobel basketball program.
Well, would you say karamihan ng players sila from Perpetual?
I guess it's a mix.
It's a mix.
Yeah. Etong ano na to, I see some coming out of different clubs eh.
You just imagine the scrimmages that they have, right? Since they have the Perpetual system and the De La Salle boys. Ganda siguro ng mga closed door scrimmages sila.
Yeah.
It just increases the level of play, and with the boys having familiarity with one another, it's a close game. But Cavite City slowly coming back, and the drums lumalakas din whenever they come back. Another steal. What is happening here? That's 2 straight, which prompts Bauan to call a timeout.
Yeah, and you cannot afford to commit those errors, especially on the baseline, out of bounds, out of a made basket. That's just, unacceptable. First off, you don't inbound directly underneath that goal because hindi ka makakapasa pataas eh.
45-36 is your score.
Ng bawat
Back here inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium with Bauan Cafe holding on to a 9-point lead. They committed 2 quick turnovers, make that 3. The same play. Cavite City hunting for those passes. And almost a 4th. Grabe.
Yeah, counting that, that's roughly what? A 6-8-0 run just on baseline out of bounds. I mean, surely Coach Penny Lauriaga does not want that for a birthday gift.
Yeah, for sure. That is not the birthday gift that he wants. But hopefully, things start to slow down para sa ayan, some sense of order.
Yeah.
47-38 with 4 minutes and 42 remaining. What happened in the previous plays was that Bauan Cafe was giving unnecessary turnovers.
Yep. And I'm sure that's not part of the plan
It
for
was-
this game.
4 straight was not part of the
Right,
plan.
definitely. Kasi if you're a player, alam mo naman that the inbounds is part of the game, and so you have to be prepared and be ready for it. Oh wow, look at
Ganda ng
that.
pasa na yun, oh. Muntikan na eh.
Oh, no.
That was just a hard foul. You would think na anspo, but
Uh-huh.
like just collided in the air.
I like how the fans react that way. Nakikita nila
Pag
yung ano
nakikita
nila
nila.
sa big screen monitor natin. May mga mahihain rin talaga. Like ako, mahihain talaga ako eh. Sa totoo buhay. Parang ayaw mo maniwala, Nico. Ano ka ba?
Tatanungin ko yung anak ko mamaya, is your daddy really shy? No, he's not. Mr. Congeniality is my dad.
Oh, see? Oh, that's the same reaction, see? Everybody covers their face.
Pwede ba may maglagay ng ganyang reaction kay Coach Mike Perez mamaya? Tingnan natin kung kikiligin. Kung tinapat sa kanyang camera.
Dalag, pakitapat mo nga yung camera kay Nico. Tingnan natin kung anong reaction
Hindi
nito.
ako magiging ganun for sure. Ikaw sumasayaw ka nga para ganun eh. Diba?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 49-38, 3 minutes and 58 remaining. This is a third quarter where it's hard to understand what is happening, you know, like
Yeah.
with Bauan Cafe looking like they're on the driver's seat. Giving unnecessary turnovers
Again,
just
another
like that.
turnover right there.
That's the 5th turnover just in this quarter and in the last 2 minutes.
And
Jamal Diaz.
And this is really just crazy. 17 points from turnovers para dito sa Aces Solar.
And Jamal Diaz, calm as ever, cool and collected. That is why he's on the court. No look pa. Grabe yung cross court pass na yun. May pagka no look pa rin eh, no? Sayang yun. I think his pass was a bit too fast.
Well, a little bit too flashy, I guess, for Jamal on that pass.
51-40. 11-point lead para sa Bauan. Surprised they're able to keep this double-digit lead despite all those 5 turnovers. You would think that 11 could have dwindled down to 4, but Cavite City is not doing themselves any favors.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Alam niya ba, hindi niya ata alam na nasa screen siya.
Yeah.
Huli siya. And of course, the supporters of Galarpe on the right side. I forgot that this is his corner right here.
Yeah.
And to the line, it's John Ray Galarpe. He only averages 10.8 a game with 5 rebounds, already outpacing that with 14 and 9.
And there you go, what do you call that?
The fans club?
The fans club of Galarpe. It's the Galarpe crew.
The Galarpe crew, the Galarpe section.
Yep.
If I feel like we're playing in Araneta City, I feel like kay Galarpe yung buong ano na dyan. And maybe or sa upper back sa kanya yun. Diaz. A rare turnover for him. We don't usually see that. Mendoza for 3.
Looks good.
Making Jamal pay for his mistakes.
Yeah, that does look good from outside. Now it's down to a 7-point game.
Nakatawa. Oh, what's the call here?
Oh,
he was called
traveling
for
violation. That's right. Good call by the ref.
Is it because of that hop step, coach?
Yeah.
Or is it too flashy?
I feel there was a pivot on the same foot. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Too many steps.
Yeah. It was a pivot on the same foot. At least that's from my vantage point.
Last 2 minutes here in the third quarter with Cavite City still right in this game. Before that, let's give this to Flo de la Agua for her report. Flo, it's yours.
Second half updates for our game. Lamang ang Bauan Batangas, not just in the finals, not just in the score, but in almost all of the departments from our statistics, lalo na sa assist, kung saan they are possibly taking advantage of the fact na isa sa mga guards ng kabilang team ay may iniindang right ankle sprain. Para naman sa koponan ng Cavite ay hindi naging disadvantage ang kawalan nila ng big man dahil according to our statistics ay halos nagpapantay lang ang dalawang teams in terms of rebounds. mas uminit na ang laban. Nico and Coach Mike, anong masasabi ninyo?
We agree actually dun sa rebounds, but I think the missing bigs, that's why they have no blocks, right?
Yeah.
That compared to the 5 of Bauan. And
Yeah.
the points inside the paint, 34 to 22. That's a big advantage.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to rim protection. They don't have that. But they're doing a good job of keeping in pace.
Medyo silver lining yung take nila a while ago, right?
Right.
Which is nice to see. But it's back to an 11-point lead. It was, what, 6 a while ago, Coach Mike?
Yeah.
7? It
Yeah.
was trending towards that line.
And you get Galarpe defensively out there in the open. He's not going to do much. He's not going to be able to block shots. Not going to be able to keep in pace with that fast-paced action. And so he's really just token defense. His mere presence on the floor really could just be an added high basketball IQ for Cavite.
And ito si Galarpe had 14 points in the first quarter alone. Since then, it's been 1 point, and that's because of his right ankle injury. For those who don't see it, he has a right black ankle brace. So yun yung iniinda niya kanina. And up to now, it's getting into his performance, but at least in the free throw line, you don't need much force from your lower extremities.
And I like how he sets his right front foot to align with the rim. And that's normally some of the old school coaches, how they teach the free throws. You have to align your right foot because you're shooting the ball with your right hand so that it's a straight line with your arm when you release it. Yung iba kasi, di ba, nilalagay sa gitna yung line. So left and right foot nila. There are coaches who would point that right foot first and then adjust on the left side.
9-point lead para sa Bauan. A lot of fouls being called here, which we thought that could go in the way of Cavite City. But guys like Jamal Diaz having other plans, wanting to make their record still pristine by the end of this.
Well, since you don't have a Dolan in this game para sa Cavite, that's just easy pickings for Jamal Diaz. But I'm sure if even Travis was there, that would be a difficult attack for Jamal.
And that is Angelo Mendoza. Now with 6 points, he only averages 2 points a game in 6 minutes of action. But ito na nga siguro yung magic bullet. But before that, a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Kondisyon talaga yung mga athletes natin dito. May it be from Cavite City or from Bauan. Just right in your screens.
Yeah, ang ganda ng finish na yun ni Quinez. 1-2. 1-2. Then that layup. I loved how he ripped it, semi-high. I'd say it's a medium rip.
It just kills the momentum of whatever Cavite City is doing. You
Yep.
thought that the crowd will come alive after the three.
Right.
They did come alive, but only for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Closing out the quarter here.
13 seconds. Mendoza has the ball. Sorry, it's not Mendoza. That is Valerio. Pull up mid-range jump shot. Diaz looking at the clock. Great awareness. Quinez, the sidestep, the push, and the offensive board for Bauan. And that is why you need big men at the end of the day. 62-49. 13-point lead for Bauan. Still in the driver's seat heading into the fourth quarter. But take a look here at the Atlantis 88 move of the game. The Bauan Cafe Uno side. Parang no reaction.
Everything just pure business, strong finish.
Strong finish indeed. We'll get to see more of that in the fourth quarter.
Lahat ng mga
62-49, this is Atlantis 8A Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. It was a tied third quarter, 23-all. What did you notice, Coach, in the third quarter between Bauan and Cavite City?
Well, action slowed down a little bit, I guess, for both those teams. Medyo loose basketball in the third quarter. Galarpe going down with that injury, tried to come back. But in as much as comparing that to how he did in the first quarter, very little efficiencies para kay Galarpe, but at least he's able to contribute on other aspects of the game, like assisting. And still, that problem persists of not having a rim protection. And every time somebody from Cafe Uno drives inside, you don't have a Dulin to try and stop those inside attacks.
Ito si Jamal Diaz, favorite niya talaga tong power move na brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. A recipient always, official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. And the body of work just coming all together. I remember, Coach, our previous conversation, he wasn't like this before. And through the trainings, athletic training, the strength and conditioning, you guys can also be like Jamal Diaz. And that is why you can go check out the Pound for Pound Fitness. A lot of branches nationwide. Just search on Google where the nearest location might be.
Yep.
16-point lead now for Bauan. And Cavite City trying to counter getting nice with it though. Galarpe with a spin move that everybody that's with an ankle injury. It's like looking like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
With that spin move.
Look at him really trying to defend pa rin, but really just token effort here. He's the last guy to come in.
Yun yung pagod, the injury.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some rest before their next game, Coach.
But I think it's really more of the injury. Kung kumaayos yung paa niya, mas magiging active yan. Adrenaline's gonna push him to play even more active role in this game.
He only has 17 points, Coach. I feel like we would have been now in the 30-plus range if everything was perfect for him.
Right. And para lang makita ninyo yung impact ni Galarpe, halos hindi na nga makagalaw sa offense, pero naka-single coverage pa rin siya, naka-man siya. It almost seems like a box-and-one defense by Bauan, and they don't want Galarpe to get himself going.
Kakatakot si Jamal Diaz. You know that they're anticipating that he will drive, and yet he keeps
dishing
or just going through the defense like they're nothing.
He can do that kasi wala nga sila Dolin and sila Travis Pascual. I'm sure that there's going to be, I guess, little more effort if both those players were in there.
Yun nga rin, Coach. I'm talking about rin yung stuff from the perimeter. They know that he's gonna drive, but there's supposed to be a wall that's gonna close. Just blitzes right through it. Kondisyon na kondisyon itong si Jamal Diaz. Now with 19.6 rebounds and 4 assists. Gives it to the left side. The mid-range jump shot for Bauan. No good. Hits the side of the rim. One more try, but a steal by Mr. Diaz. Diaz, the spin move of his own. And once again, power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness model of Junior MPBL. Might as well make this guy your poster boy. Pound for pound.
How about that spin and that cuff with that finish?
I need Jamal Diaz and Mr. Manny Pacquiao in one poster in Pound for Pound Fitness. Siguro dito sa Cavite branch na to.
Yeah. Ibang klase rin talaga to si Jamal maglaro eh.
Favorite niya siguro si Kevin Durant. Because it's only Kevin Durant that I know that does like a mini shimmy before he shoots a free throw.
And when you look at Jamal in his posts in, I guess, Instagram, you see that actually the dad, Jeff Diaz, has a small makeshift court inside their lot. And it's rough flooring, as in literal, na semento siya. Pero, you know, they just find joy in playing the game of basketball. And that's where, I guess, the purity in the approach to the game comes from.
Yeah, kitang-kita with the way he plays, especially sa mga passes pa lang. That's a showman. Showmanship of a player in the future. Dali i-market niya, no? Especially with him.
Right.
Not sure what college he's gonna go to. Or whoever gets him, you're getting a talented player, all while being marketable and
yeah, he's with Perpetual actually. So, you know, at saka sa any kid for that matter who starts developing the game on rough cement flooring, when you play on a court like this makes the game a lot easier, diba? Because here you can dive with the ball, unlike dun sa rough
pwede.
hindi pwedeng gawin yun, diba? So it's really a lot of I guess plus factor if you're used to playing cement and playing here in wooden courts.
Every Filipino kid has to go through the rough
Oh,
cement.
yeah.
Lahat tayo dumaan dyan.
Yeah.
The backyard of our homes, near the ones near our barangay halls. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Back when wooden flooring was not a thing, I remember that back sa panahon ko, wow.
Wow.
Panahon ko, wow, na bihira makahanap ng wooden flooring.
Oh,
And sometimes
yeah.
you have to pay a lot for a premium because of that. It was considered a premium before. Ngayon, parang mandatory na kailangan wooden na eh.
Yeah. Kaya swerte nga yung mga players, especially mga club teams. And you know, one of the coaches that I talked to before, he says, club teams right now, ang dami natin mga club teams, no? But really club teams should be with the intent of developing the players on their skill set. Hindi lang yung basta papawis, lalo na at the lower age levels. So, you know, if you guys are part of that, you know, get a mentor, get a coach who can actually teach you the game, irregardless of what age group you're in. Never too late to learn the game the right way.
That is Romel Del Rosario just checking in right now for Cavite City. Hitting one of the Bauan Cafe Uno offensive players earlier. 21-point lead. Acido trying to push that even further. A three from downtown, all net. Now 24 points is the lead for Cafe Uno Batangangas. 6 minutes and 35. Cavite City has been silenced here in the fourth quarter. That is an 11-0 run for the guys in black. Santos, a steal by once again Jamal Diaz. Diaz, easy for him. Del Rosario with a spin move. He got hit right there. And that should be 2 free throws for Del Rosario, Cavite City. The crowd here is silent. And how could they stay? Like, how could they stay the same, right? It's 11-0 run, Coach Mike.
Yeah.
Actually, 13-0 na pala. 13-0 run.
And Coach Joel Gargasin having to dig deep into his roster. So Del Rosario now on the floor. See some of the young kids.
Nagtatakip talaga ng mukha. Ayan, naka-focus talaga sa kanila ngayon yung camera.
Hindi naman K-pop yung mga yun, no?
Hindi naman K-pop.
Pinoy ba yun?
Pinoy mga yun, Pinoy mga yun. K-pop. May halftime performance sila eh, no?
Oo nga.
5 minutes and 58 remaining. Full court press para sa Cavite City. Easily broken up. And Acido getting hit. Another power move brought to you by Pam Fitness, official fitness part of the junior MPBL. And the strength and conditioning of these guys, something else. Sila ata maybe 90% of all calls na pound for pound is pointing towards Bauan, Cafe Uno, Batangangas.
Kaya very important sa mga bata to be able to locate what's going on the weak side. Kasi right there, si Del Rosario was it the big guy? Didn't really see what was going on the other end. There's supposed to be another guy that's gonna check on Acido on what he does. And so that if he gets past, if Acido gets past that primary defender, that's the only time Del Rosario is gonna come on what we call a help side low. You get help if you get beat defensively from the low side.
A lot of terms for the kids to remember here, right?
Yeah.
Something you have to learn if you want to be part of a collegiate league, a collegiate team, or even the best high school teams out there. May sistema yan that you have to follow.
Yeah.
And if you don't, even if you have the skills, but if you can follow that, then mahirapan ka makapasok sa team, let alone get some playing time.
Yeah.
Foul on the floor once again. This time it's gonna be free throws. 16-2 run for Bauan. It's like the same story that we have seen from yung last game ninyo sa San Pedro at Davao. it was a bit close heading into the fourth quarter with just one team decided to turn on the Jets in the fourth quarter.
Right, everything just going the other way for that team. I'm trying to locate one of my friends actually watching here. He sent me a photo that he is here.
80-52, 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Second shot is good. And Galarpe now with 19 and 9.
Yeah.
Incredible numbers.
And just complete blowout here. I mean, you know, this was really expected, especially with Galarpe being kind of like decommissioned after that first quarter run.
More of, well, he was held in check by his injury.
Mm-hmm.
And Bauan Cafe, they are notorious for their blitzes. They are notorious for throwing you off your game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the result right now.
Yep.
I mean, 19 and 9 is still incredible, but the first quarter, there's a different kind of Galarpe that we just saw. Not to mention that Bauan has 30 fast break points compared to just the 16 of Cavite. While the bench points has 42 to 11. And that's what separates Bauan Cafe, the depth of their squad, compared to what we have seen Cavite City, which is reliant on their starters, who scored 42 of the 53 points that you see right now on your screens. 65%, coach, yung field goal percentage ng Bauan Cafe to just the 27 of Cavite City.
Well, it's easy for them to get inside the paint eh. And so, wala nga rim protection itong Cavite. Kaya ganun kataas yung percentage nila. Tapos hindi pa makadepensa masyado si Galarpe, who's just playing considerable minutes. How many minutes did he play?
Galarpe is 34 minutes and counting, coach.
34 minutes for an injured player. That's medyo mataas. Del Rosario, good ploy right there.
Coach, medyo bugbugan talaga. Kasi at this pace, he's gonna play 37-38. We only have 40 minutes here.
Yeah.
Oh, only 2 minutes of rest time. Feeling ko yung 2 minutes na yun yung time na tinitignan lang yung ankle niya.
Sinisilip lang kung kaya pa.
Sinisilip
kung kaya pa.
Tapos hinintay nila yung next dead ball. O sige, pasok ka na. Foul here after a foul, but take a look here one more time what happened with Del Rosario for his first 2 points of the game.
That's almost Shaquille O'Neal, like with the size of Del Rosario, and, you know.
Sorry, that is the points 3 and 4 for Del Rosario. It's the front rim, offensive board. Oh, no good. Here comes Cavite City. They are now down by 28. The runner, no good. Jamal Diaz with no one there to contest. Ooh, with him getting blocked by the rim.
Yeah.
Itong si number 14 for
Shaq.
Ortigas. Yan naman si Shaq. And then Rosario has his own set of fans here.
Yep. That's a Shaq attack from Del Rosario.
Shaq-like.
Yeah.
Parang si Shaq Taganas.
Diba? Local pala no, Shaq Taganas.
Oo,
yeah, pwede rin.
Ganun din siya maglaro, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero si Shaq Taganas, may shooting stroke si Taganas.
Yeah.
Ano ba, coach?
Yeah, and of course, si Shaq Taganas plays for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards in the MPBL with Coach Gerson Cabiltes.
Surprisingly fleet-footed si Shaq Taganas.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Gerson would actually say that itong si Shaq Taganas is one of the very high IQ player. That's why they keep him in the roster. Yeah. He knows when to. He's very perfect when to give out outlets, especially on a rebound. You know, you see that with him.
Sila ni Will Macoloni pag pinagsabay silang dalawa.
A good friend right there, Chris Ortiz, watching the game. Hi, Chris. He's one of our childhood friends back in the day. Really good at tennis. And, you know, he's a native of Cavite City too.
The fans of Cavite City, hindi nila alam na sa screen sila kaya hindi sila nahiya eh. Janre Galarpe, huffing and puffing. But you gotta give credit to this player. He has the most rebounds of his team, and he's the smallest after looking at all the guys that have played here so far.
Definitely.
And he missed both of his free throws. Very uncharacteristic of him, but that's just a product of fatigue and everything else in between. 85-59. It was a close game from first to third. Close to the like of Cavite City, but Bauan Cafe said enough is enough.
Yeah, and boy, I'd like to correct myself. I just realized this is 16 and under. CP Miranda's not playing here. He's playing for the 14 and under. Man, ganun siya kagaling. Akala mo nasa 16 and under siya. Ganun siya kalupit.
Yung, Coach, let's go back to yung anak ni Coach Chito Victolero. Saan yun? 14 or 16? We covered him. I'm not sure kung kayo kasama ko na si or Coach Melo Navarro.
I think he's 14 under, if I'm not mistaken.
Yun yung mga pwede mo ilagay sa 16 eh.
Yeah.
Like maybe siguro sa next season ng Junior MPBL, why not mix it out, right? You feel like this kid's too good, palaro mo rin sa 16 under. There would be a great story to mention, oh, this person, 14 lang yan, but playing in the 18 and under. Makes you wonder why, right?
Correct.
I'd love to see that. That's why we're here in the inaugural season. We're giving everybody a chance.
Yeah, actually, same case with some of the players. I mean, you know, Jamal's playing here in 16 and under, but they can actually play in the 18 and under.
He can play in the 18 and under, and I feel like he could still post the same numbers. Especially in the US, you hear of kids like, yung mga paginayabang nila yung mga players sila, oh, 14 lang to, pinapalaro namin sa 18. And that's how you get better, faster.
Yeah. And you get, you know, exposure to the higher levels of basketball. Like, you know, I always mention this, basketball's a game of levels. Once you get to that higher level, don't be going down anymore.
I remember a story about Luka Doncic when he was 13. Pinapalaro na siya sa EuroLeague. At mga kalaban niya, mga na 17, 18.
Yeah. And same with, who's that guard from Utah before? Man.
Guard from Deron Williams?
No. I'm gonna get to that name.
Yeah, that's why ang ganda talaga nitong Junior MPBL ni Manny Pacquiao. A great idea to expose these kids to the kind of competition. Foul there. 87-61, a minute and 28 remaining. Pagkatapos ito, guys, 14 and under division, the last one. Cavite City, Aces Solar pa rin. But their 14 and under team is undefeated.
Yeah.
Kakaiba yung mga bata ng Cavite City. They will try to avenge yung mga kuya nila.
Yeah. Pagkakataon na. Makabawi-bawi man lang, ano? Oh man, totally slipped my mind who that player was. He's from Spain, though.
He's from Spain. Ricky Rubio yun.
Ricky Rubio, there you go.
Yun yung keyword eh. So
Ricky Rubio, there you go. Yeah, he was made to play at a very young age against players who were older than him in club teams. That's how they are in Europe. Eh.
And this is the start. Pwede magsimula dito. So far, I think ngayon everybody's like following the rules, but more of they stay within their age division. But I feel like next season, doon na tayo. That's where things will start to get creative na. Yeah,
and that's why I guess it's very important yung development ng basketball ng mga bata, even a nation for that matter. I mean, you have Euro style of basketball, there's NBA style of basketball. Doesn't mean that you have to adapt that. First of all, you got to look at the system if it fits your personnel. Same for every country. I mean, me and Coach Jerry Andaleon, in one of the conversations that I had with him, he said that the basketball, as you see the mayor there of Cavite City.
Yeah. Mayor Denver
Chua, right? You know, the basketball of China actually dominated years back, right?
Yeah.
Decades ago, but that domination started to die down when they started adapting NBA basketball style, which is not really to their strength. And so same to us Filipinos, it's not necessarily that we apply Euro basketball or NBA basketball. We just gotta find one that really fits how we play.
For us talaga, no, Coach, European style is the best for the kind of genetics that we have.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese right now, if you're not aware, their women's and youth teams pumapasok sa top 20 ng power rankings.
But there are coaches who would say that yung Euro might be a little bit too high level for us.
Really, would you say
in
so?
the country.
In what aspect? More of
Well,
the
because they
technical-
have bigs that actually play like guards. Unlike sa
okay,
atin
okay.
ngayon, di ba?
Wala naman tayo.
Wala tayong mga lukad doon. Wala tayong joker kind of player that could do what their big men do. I mean, we've got Kai Soto, and that's another story altogether. But, he's actually a big man that does big man plays.
Kai Soto, I was a fan of the roadless take. I wish he went to Europe. I think he was getting offers from Real Madrid back in the day.
Yeah, that's a different story altogether.
Yeah, that's for a different, I think that's for a podcast
That's
episode.
a podcast, right?
Yes.
We'd love to have that discussion too.
16 and under division game is done. 93-67 is your score. Bauan Cafe Uno with a dominant victory over Cavite City Aces Solar. The home team not able to get a win yet here inside the Montano Hall Gymnasium. But before that, let's take a look at the Atlantis 88 move of the game. And that is by Santos with a spin move. You gotta love that goggles. Still alive in this generation.
Oh, how about that spin though? That drop step.
Iwan na iwan.
Yep.
Frozen, di na sumabay eh.
Yeah. Napakanta ng Let It Go eh.
Yun yung sa kapunta.
Right.
To the moon. But Bauan Cafe, coach, I mean, those are one of the few silver linings for Cavite City. What did Bauan do to not look back anymore?
Well, I guess it's more of what Cavite City was not able to do. I mean, they weren't able to defend against the inside penetrations and the open floor basketball by Bauan.
Let's now turn this over to Flo de la Agua to interview the best player of the game, a usual face we've been seeing. Go ahead, Flo.
Hard work pays off para sa kupunan ng Bauan Cafe Uno. And here beside me is our Atlantis 88 player of the game, Jamal Zedric Diaz, with an outstanding 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Congratulations on your performance, Jamal. Matanong ko lang, sino ba ang unang nagturo sa'yo mag-basketball at ano ang impact niya sa iyong career ngayon?
Yung tatay ko po, lagi niya po akong pinapagalitan, sir mo. Kumbaga siya po yung motivational ko.
Maraming salamat at dahil nabanggit mo na ang iyong tatay, baka meron ka pang gustong batiin o pasalamatan.
Maraming salamat po sa sponsor at kay Mayor, kay Mayora, and kay Papa, and kay Tito Oliver, kay Tita Marby, kay Tito Alvin, kay Tita Tess, and kay Tita Marby. Yun lang po. At sa family ko, maraming salamat. At sa mga teammate ko, salamat po.
Thank you so much, Jamal, and congratulations again to the Bauan Cafe Uno team. And just like that game, marami pa kayo masasaksihan dito sa Junior MPBL. Kaya naman, let us hear from Nico and Coach Mike for their final thoughts.
Thank you for that, Flo. And grabe talaga yung nakita natin from Jamal Diaz. A look here at some of the snapshots of what happened from first to fourth quarter. Mendoza with the 3. And for Cavite City, they were able to make more 3-pointers than Bauan. They were 3 for 14, 21% to the 2 of 6 of Bauan. But what the main story is here is that the ball movement didn't happen so much para sa Cavite. They only had 9 assists to the 20 of Bauan, wherein they were really unpredictable with their offense, hence a 20 assist. And we wrap up another live coverage for the 16 and under division with Bauan Cafe Uno Batang Angas winning over 93-67 of the Cavite City Aces Solar. Our next game will be the 14 and under division between the two cities. On behalf of Coach Mike Perez and Flo de la Agua, this has been Nico Rocha, and this is the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.